Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Willow 6 Light Large Pendant. They also call this a chandelier. This is the 136352, and this is the largest of the two sizes. Let's get into details on it. So let's talk about the size of the fixture body itself, independent of the singular rod going up. This is 15.8 inches, and we're going to measure that from the bottom of the bottom arm to the top of the highest socket. That's going to be your 15.8. It's a pretty robustly large fixture. It's 59.4 inches wide, so it's pretty long. 18.9 inches in depth. So that makes this an oval shape when you're looking down on it. And just so you know, those arms are fixed. They do not rotate or move. So that is the size of the fixture body itself. When we get into the overall height, now we're talking about the distance from the bottom of the fixture, the lowest arm, to the actual ceiling itself. And Hubbardton's going to give you a lot of lengths to play with. You're going to notice on the page for this, down in the corner, there's a chart. The chart's going to list a whole bunch of overall heights. And again, that's from the ceiling to the bottom, using different combinations of these rods. And on that chart, it's going to show you which combinations of rods are going to get you to those targeted overall heights. Will be as close to what you guys need from your ceiling to the bottom of the fixture for your needs. So kind of use that chart. It'll give you lots of good information. Another place to see that is going to be on the installations instruction sheet. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for Installations Instructions PDF. So open that up. It's going to give you a full parts list. It's going to show you all the things, how they work. It's also going to show you drawings of the canopy that goes on the ceiling over your junction box. So it's a good idea to use that if you can. And it's available on all of the fixtures, don't forget, along with these videos. So you're going to have an overall height to attain. Shortest is going to be 25.5, longest is going to be 70.5, which is pretty long. And again, that's from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling. If you need this to be longer than 70.5, drop me a quick email. Say you're looking at the 136352. You need it to be X long, and it could be 102 inches, 144 inches, whatever you guys need for your needs. Tell me if it's also going to be on a sloped ceiling. It's going to be important too. So you're going to send an email referencing that number. I'm going to take your email, send it through Hubbardton Forge's customs department. It'll come back with an answer. We do customs every day. Adds a little time and money, but it is a very easy thing to do. It's going to ship with 76 inches of wire, just something to know. It's also a really light chandelier. There's no weight restrictions on this. It's only 9.4 pounds. So it goes just over a standard junction box. Canopy up on the ceiling is going to be an oval, even though the one I'm going to show you here is round. The one that comes on this fixture is going to be 5 inches by 7 inches. Easily goes over a 4-inch J box. Okay, so let's get into these rods. So Hubbardton's going to give you a kit to begin with. It's going to have 3 of the 12-inch rods, 1 of the 6-inch rods, and 1 of the 3-inch rods. And again, you'll use them in different combinations to get you where you need to go. The rods have threading on the inside, on both sides. They have also these connectors, and the connectors have threading as well. And when you put these together, it's super easy. When you do put this together, you're going to be kind of snaking the wire through each piece separately. So through a connector, through a pipe, through a connector, through a pipe, and all you got to do is screw them together like this. It's a super tight and nice clean line, so you barely even notice it when it's up. And it's easy to put together that way. The wires are going to be exiting your canopy up on the top. And remember, your canopy is oval. It's going to be a 5 by 7 inch canopy. Wires just come out the top, and again, all goes onto your junction box, which is totally easy. I want to touch base really quick. There's a matching sconce for this that would look awesome with this fixture. It's the 209120. Go check that out under our interior sconces. So let's talk about what you can do as far as bulbs on this. It's going to be using what's called just a standard chandelier socket. These are porcelain sockets, and you have 6 of these, don't forget. Just takes the smaller bulb size. We have used these all our lives. Anybody who's alive right now has used these, and we've used them forever and ever and ever. You can use incandescent, and if you go incandescent, you can do frosted, you can do clear, you can do the flame tip, which is what I have here. You can do the torpedo tip. Check that out. And these are going to be rated for up to 60 watts in each of these. And remember, you've got 6 of these, so that's 360 watts of light if need be. You can put this on a dimmer, absolutely no problem. If you go incandescent, you just use a regular dimmer. If you guys want to go LED, there's no reason why you don't or can't, because LEDs come in awesome shapes. Check that out. So that's a flame tip LED. This is a torpedo LED. These also come frosted as well. I think these came from my local hardware store, and you can get these easily. Sometimes even my grocery store I can find these in Vermont, which, if I can find them here, you can find them everywhere. And there's no limit when you get into these things. I think the only limit is what's available in the marketplace, and 40-watt equivalent LEDs in type Bs are what I see out there mostly. But you might be able to find 60-watt equivalents as well. The color of the light coming out of these LEDs is really important. We touch on it in every video. 2700 Kelvin, that's going to be that super yellow setting sunlight. That's 2700K. Way on the other side of that is called daylight. And be careful with daylight because it sounds warm. It's not warm. That's that bluish white light you see outside on an overcast day. That's going to be 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. In the middle of all that, what we like to use in our showroom is called warm white. And warm white is 3,000 Kelvin. That is what we use right here. So check that out. This is 3000K. Warm white. Looks like an incandescent bulb. Everyone thinks so when they walk into our showroom. Like I said, it's a dimmable fixture. If you want to go that way, I would just make sure you tell your installer, whoever it is, that you're going to be using LEDs so they put the correct dimmer on the wall. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I'll walk you through the whole thing, okay? So, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.